What's up, everybody? YouTube, this is me, Stun064. I'm actually here because, this isn't my first time actually seeing this video from Robbie Cole. Let me go ahead and turn down the volume on this so we can hear a little bit more of me than Robbie. Okay, fuck that. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Oh wow, now the fucking sound pops up. Slow ass computer. Okay, so basically in this video, Robbie Cole was basically saying why Evilswarms can't keep up. Now he wasn't completely dissing the deck, and I agree with most of the things that Robbie Cole was saying in this video, but at the same time I disagree. Evilswarms actually, believe it or not, have a really good matchup against dragons. I know, Stunts, what the fuck are you saying? Have you not seen this deck? Where have you been for the past couple of formats? No, I've been paying attention. Just because I haven't been making YouTube videos doesn't mean I've been living under a fucking rock. Seriously. Okay, so let's go over a couple things with Evilswarms. Truthfully be told, I believe Robbie Cole's video should have been why Evilswarms can't keep up with dragon rules, and it actually should have said something like why Evilswarm players can't keep up with dragon rules. It's not the deck. Well, sometimes it is the deck, because I'm not gonna lie. 30% of the chance, maybe if that, you get like a shitty ass hand. But I never really see that hand, so I can't really complain. But it's how you play out of certain situations and the plays that you make that actually becomes critical. Now, most of the things that Robbie was talking about in this video was obviously a lot of theory. Not all of it was theory though, because believe it or not, all of those Dragon's hands are fucking true. And yes, Dragons have at least 8 outs to pretty much whatever deck they're playing against. But at the same time, you've also got to take in consideration, it's not really the outs that Evilswarms have. It's really how consistent can they make an Ophion first turn, which isn't always. And 2, what's going to be their next setup play. So let's go into that. And this video is not to diss any Evilswarm players. This video is not to diss Robbie Cole. Because believe it or not, I'm not going to say I love the guy because that's pretty homo. But truthfully, he's pretty cool. I mean, I've hung out with him several times. And he's a pretty good guy. So let's get into this video. This video is actually to help critique Evilswarm players, to make them a little bit better. And this is really a control-based deck. And I've heard from several different players all over telling me that I do not play this deck right. And I almost took it the wrong way at first, but they were like, no. You need to take this a different way. It's not that you don't play it right. It's just you play so fucking aggressive stunts. Like, I've never seen an Evilswarm player go ham or so hard in the fucking paint like this. And this is how I feel like Evilswarms should play it. So this is my opinion. Natural base hands for Evilswarms normally consist of 3, maybe 2 Evilswarm monsters, a spell trap, and whatever. And maybe a hand trap, okay? So that's if you're playing hand traps. I don't like Max C, that's my opinion. You guys can run with it. It's just, it doesn't really give much advantage to Evilswarms because they can go off on their own. So that extra +1 doesn't really matter. Depending on the deck. I just don't like playing it because you never know what you're going to play against first. It could be a mirror match and then you both are stuck on Max C's. Effect Veiler, same thing, so I only play 2 just to shut down metas. But let's go ahead and start. This is just my opinion on how you should run the build. If this was a match against dragons and you were going to play against dragons and your hand consisted of 3... No, let's say you got 2 Evilswarm monsters, okay? That's like the maximum. If you got an Evilswarm monster and like, let's say you got Catastor, you got Heliotrope, and this is the same fucking scenario, okay? If you're playing the build that plays 3 Thunderbirds and 3 of the Cyber Dragon guy, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna call you bad. But if this is your build, 9 times out of 10, your next top deck is going to be an Evilswarm monster. So I do not recommend this play, okay? I do not. But if you were to go into this play and you were to make your Ophion right off the bat, detach this guy, common sense, you guys are going to go grab this. That's only if you have 2 Evilswarm monsters in hand. Now, if we're going to go down with the breakthrough of this play, why it's bad? Because for one, if your opponent has a dark hole, they have a dark hole. I mean, that's just gonna happen, okay? If they have a blaster, they have a blaster. It's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do to stop it. So Ophion going first with the pandemic is the best play, okay? But if you have, in that video that I saw with Robbie Cole, his hand was actually a little bit more than 2 Evilswarm monsters. So if you have more than 2 Evilswarm monsters in hand, and you can pull off that first turn, Ophion, do not go get this card. Don't do it. That's such a bad move. I hate watching YouTube videos where I see someone's hand, or if I'm sitting next to someone in locals and they play that. It's so fucking bad. Why are you hurting yourself? Alright, so basically what you want to do is, if you have, let's say I have 4 Evilswarm monsters, okay? I'm going to Catastor, and I'm going to Heliotrope, and then I'm going to XYZ, make the Ophion, detach the Catastor, and I'm going to go get the Trap. Okay, the Trap is the best card. This basically solidifies everything, and it keeps your monsters in check. Ophion will probably die, no less. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's really gonna die. That's one dead motherfucker right there if they have the Blaster or Dark Hole. But with this in check, it sets you up for a next turn Ophion push, or if they try to go ham, it sets you up for a Behemoth. Now, the reason why you want to go for the Behemoth is because you can take whatever they have. And I know where you guys are going to say, well, stunts, they can make a big eye on the next turn. Very fucking true. They can make a big eye on the next turn. And truthfully, you want them to make a big eye, okay? You want them to make a big eye. So when they take their first Behemoth and they take your guy, then you just go, oh, okay, well, LOL. I'm going to go ahead and get my trap going so I can get whatever Evilswarm I want. That way I can capitalize on your shit. And I can either go get the Kirk, or I can go get another Catastor, and it's on your turn. And then on my turn, I'll go ahead and get the other piece that I need, either the Catastor or the Kirkion. So that way, I'm automatically set up for another Behemoth play. Take my Behemoth, or take the Big Eye, just to take the Behemoth back, and then go into another play, which from there, you can make this guy, which no one really sees a lot of play of, or a smart play, you can make another Ophion, and that way you can activate Pandemic. I mean, I thought a lot about this, and right off the bat, I don't just go straight push, because, I'm just not that type of person. I gotta think about what I'm doing. Dragons don't play a lot of good traps, but they do play some pretty good ones. So here's some traps that'll actually help you win this game. Now, if they do go Draco sack on the first turn, I mean, you're gonna have to kill around it. Do not go into Ophion and try to push over the tokens. Just basically send your monsters out, do battle with the damn tokens, set your traps, and then make your Ophion and wait for them to push. Now, some bad players, they will seriously drop the tokens, and when they drop the tokens, you can just activate Warning or activate Compulse and get rid of the damn Draco stack, and they'll be fucked because they can't really drop anything else after that. Not if they already used Blaster's effect. Now, if you feel Blaster is coming, that's where Dresses come in handy. Like I said, but a lot of this shit is just theory, okay? So don't base it all off that, because, like, Dragons, believe it or not, one of the best decks, having all this support and having so much hate for whatever they're playing up against. True, but they don't always have the best hands opening up with. I mean, no deck does, but Dragons is the one deck that doesn't have a very, very good hand starting out with. They have to really go into it a little bit furthermore. That's where that damn spell card comes in handy, where they like +4, +5. I hate that card. I mean, really, there's a lot to go off on. A lot of it is theory, but it really depends on how you make your plays. So, by getting the trap card, instead of getting the Pandemic, depending on how many monsters you have, you're actually setting up for an even better turn 2 or a turn 3 in advance. So, you're actually setting up a lot better than they are. Whereas they can go off, but they have to waste a little bit of advantage just to make those kind of commitment plays. And you could actually sit a lot prettier. So, that's just my opinion. So, it's not that Evilswarms can't keep up with Dragons. It's just bad players can't keep up with Dragons. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Comment, rate, subscribe. Also, check out Robbie Cole's video. It actually tells you a lot about Evilswarms. A couple things that I may have even missed. And it actually goes a little bit more far detailed into Dragons. So, check that video out. Comment on mine. Rate it. And don't forget to subscribe, guys, okay? This is me, Stunt064. I'm out. Later, guys. Peace.